Hey guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. Today, what we're going to be covering in terms of the mortgage app is comparing a mortgage side by side. So, when it comes to your mortgage, when you go into this app, you can actually compare the rates. You can compare the payments if you were to increase the payments or lower them, and you could even do it by a percentage or even try with annual prepayments. So, in this case, what you're going to be doing is you can actually do a little drop down on the left hand side, and you can actually structure the loan the way you want. So here we went with a home price of 600,000 like we did with the initial video, and then we pretty much went with 35% down, which is the minimum down payment required when you're looking at a property over $500,000. You do have to take 10% minimum down payment for every dollar between that amount and $1 million. If you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out or send me an email, and I'll be happy to describe that to you and explain it in a little more detail. But pretty much the minimum down payment being $35,000, it's 5.83%. And then you see the mortgage insurance amount, which has been added to the actual loan amount as well. And then you see the loan type, which is a mortgage. And when you're looking at the rates, you are looking at it in a comparison, in a comparable fashion. So here, for example, it's saying 1.65. Now, all the terms are copied from left to right. If they're not, if you're doing some completely different scenario than what you have here already on the profile, you can go in the second option here, copy left to right. So it'll just copy your whole left column to the right column, and then you can make the changes that you want rather than having to type in everything again from scratch. So here, let's say we are looking just for what the difference would be for a mortgage that's 1.79%, so 0.1% higher. So we keep everything else the same, make sure that there's no difference, and you can see the payment difference, which is just $28 a month. Now you could even convert that to bi-weekly or accelerated bi-weekly, and there is a difference between both. So if you're not aware of that, feel free to reach out and I can kind of go into that in a little more detail. And also how much of an increase you want to be doing. So you can always see if you were to increase your payments by $100 a month, how much faster you can pay out the loan. And it does mention it up here, and it talks about the amortization. So let's say, you know what, here we keep this as $0, so you're not doing any kind of prepayments. And here, let's say we're just keeping a clean number, let's say $250 extra per month instead of paying the the $2,429. So at this point, you would see that instead of taking 25 years, you're taking 22 years and 2 months to pay off your loan. So effectively, pretty much shaving off a couple of years off the loan itself. So feel free to play around with this portion as well. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments or send me a quick email. And otherwise, you can always download the app itself and just test out everything and let me know. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this if you found it useful. And if you know anyone shopping for a home and who might find this useful, please share it with them as well. Thank you. Take care.